What's up, everybody? It's your boy Wes Grant. You're watching Sub Urban Nerd. This is a channel where I give my nerd views on today's nerd news. Well, hopefully everybody had a good 4-day or 3-day weekend, whichever way you want to look at it. Some people had 3, some people had 4. But I didn't make a video yesterday because I had to get myself catch up on some rest, whatever. And because I didn't want to make a video, I'm looking all just tired and just like, I wanted to have this energy. I wanted to have the excitement. I just wanted everything to be all good and hunky-dory. So, I'm going to give you there's a lot of topics actually. I'm just going to catch you up on things I would have talked about yesterday, things I'm talking about today. So, I'm going to inform you guys right now. First topic on a Nerd Rundown is Star Wars Episode 9 no longer has a director. The director was supposed to be Colin Trevorrow. He was supposed to be directing Star Wars Episode 9, but Lucasfilm put out a statement yesterday saying that he will not be the director due to creative differences. And as far as how I feel, I don't feel too worried about it. Because if you guys don't know, he's the director of the Book of Henry, and the one you guys most likely would know is Jurassic World. Yes, he directed that. I enjoyed that movie. It was fun, and I liked the way he did it. I mean, there's some things that's like really, but he brought it back to life. We felt that same feeling sort of from the first original Jurassic Park. The other Jurassic Park 2, Lost World and all that stuff kind of veered off. You didn't feel the same, but Jurassic World definitely felt the same, like when you first saw the first Jurassic Park. It didn't have like that shock value at the end where the T-Rex comes and then saves them and thing, but it was still fun, enjoyable. As far as the reason why, I could understand because a big thing happened. Carrie Fisher died at the beginning of the year. So, yeah, maybe he wasn't able to adapt what he thought he wanted to do as far as the script into the movie. And he couldn't, work with them. And that's why, because they had rewrites, actually, for the scripts. So maybe he just couldn't, adapt it to what he had envisioned. So it makes sense for them to get another director. Some people saying that a good choice would probably be Rian Johnson, the one that directed the Star Wars Last Jedi, the movie that's coming out, this winter, this holiday season, and like the one that everyone this movie right here, Star Wars Force Awakens, J.J. Abrams. People are saying that since he started it, it'd be kind of great if he kind of finished it off, and I don't see a problem with that. I liked the Force Awakens, so I can definitely see that being something great that happens, the way it works out. So I think it would be good because any director can take over, but you got to make sure you have a good director that can work with Disney, because Kathleen Kennedy, she doesn't go off of just getting anybody. Because the reason why this is a little bit different situation than what the Lord and Miller situation, why that got let go of the Han Solo movie, was because they were going a whole different route. They were going to the route of wacky, they said it was like Ace Ventura, and that's not what they wanted to go for. So Kathleen Kennedy definitely could see if you can't work with this, we're gonna find someone else. And it's not that situation. As far as that was almost done, that movie was pretty much almost done as far as shooting. This one, it's Star Wars Episode 9. Episode 8 is coming out. They didn't even really start Episode 9, so they can get someone in enough time. That's all about that. The next topic is Jerry Bruckheimer, super producer. If you don't know his name, Google him. You will see a crap load of movies that this dude has been produced on. So, he says that Bad Boys for Life is not dead. In fact, he's got a new writer that's basically trying to rewrite the script to breathe some new life into it. And I'm like, okay, it's cool. And the script they had a script already done by Joe Conahan, which is a good screenplay writer. He's a great screenwriter. But I think that if they do what I thought, or what I said a couple videos back, Michael Bay, just bring that dude back. Because I know Will Smith's busy, and I know that's why they're saying maybe that might be how the schedule not match up. Martin Lawrence, he ain't doing shit. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely going to be willing to come back. But Michael Bay could bring it all together. Because even though I don't like his what he did with the Transformers movies later down, especially the last one. But yeah, he could definitely do. He's a good director when it comes to things that he can direct a good movie. You know, he can. The last one was 13 hours. Like, he's a good director when it comes to certain things. This Transformers was like, whatever. And I think Bad Boys 2, fucking amazing. So I think he could definitely do some good stuff with this. So, next topic is Deadline reports that Paramount Picture has, acquired the screenplay or screen rights to Dracula, or the prequel to Dracula. And you know who they want to direct it? It. The guy that directed the movie It. Andy Muschietti. Yeah, I'm hearing great things about It. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Like, I want to see it. Like, most of the times, I see movies on Tuesdays because, it's less people, less crowded. I just enjoy myself. Because, I don't like to go on opening weekends unless it's a great movie. And sometimes with friends, very rarely I go with someone else. But I usually go, during the week. I don't like to go on opening weekend. But this one, I'm not sure because it's really good. And I kind of want to get that environment, have everyone squealing. So maybe I will, maybe I won't. Not too sure. But the director, he's a good one. So I think that would be kind of great. And the thing is, the script for this, because the movie's set in 1868, where 21-year-old Bram Stoker meets an unholy evil, traps it in a tower, and documents it. Basically, it's like Interview with a Vampire in a way. It's sort of documentary. I think that's the way to go, but I'm not too sure. But the great grandnephew of Bram Stoker helped write the screenplay. So this is a lineage. So the original writer of the whole Dracula story, his great grandnephew. So it's kind of in the family. So maybe his great skills got passed on. So I'm sort of looking forward to that movie. It's not going to be part of the Dark Universe, what Universal has. This is going to be something on its own because it's Paramount. So don't expect it to be tied in anything with The Mummy. The Mummy, it was an okay movie. Not a lot of people loved it, but to me, it was an okay movie. It could have been a lot better, but it's not part of the Dark Universe. Not like in Dracula Untold. That one's not part of the Dark Universe either. So if you thought that was, it isn't. So this is going to be its own thing, and I'm looking forward to it. I could use a good Dracula movie, Next one is THR is claiming that, there's high hopes for Leonardo DiCaprio to play the Joker. My feelings on it is they're using Scorsese to maybe draw Leonardo over and have him play the Joker, which would be great. Leonardo DiCaprio, he's great in any role he does. But as far as him being the Joker, I highly doubt that's going to happen. Why? Because Leonardo DiCaprio loves working with Martin Scorsese. When he's directing, he's not directing this movie. He's producing this movie. Todd Phillips is directing this movie. Todd Phillips, okay, but he's no Scorsese. So you can try and lure someone in with that, but, Leonardo DiCaprio's not suited. If it's a good script, and if he reads through it, and maybe he might, but I highly doubt, because he's turned down so many super villain and superhero roles. So I don't know if this, even though it's Scorsese, I don't know if this is kind of his wheelhouse, what he wants to do, And on top of that, it's kind of stepping on the toes of Jared Leto, the one that's playing Joker now. I mean, it's if they're gonna go through it, okay. Like I said, I have no problem with Elseworld, but you could just use Jared Leto in the past, kind of base the story kind of around him, but it's whatever, DC, do what you do. But I really don't think you're getting, Leonardo DiCaprio. I don't think it's happening. You know what I'm saying? What's the next one? Deadline. What's it called? Entertainment Weekly spoke with Indiana Jones 5 screenplay writer, and he says that Indy's son Mutt will not be part of the next movie, which I don't really care. I don't think a lot of people care because Mutt he wasn't bad. Shia LaBeouf wasn't bad to me. The whole movie all fell apart. People didn't like the CG monkeys. That's pretty much what everyone talks about. But him as a son, he wasn't bad. But, Shia LaBeouf kind of burned bridges when it comes to action movies and these franchise movies. So I really didn't think he was going to be part of it. But he is a great actor. If you watch Fury, you'll see why Spielberg was trying to groom him to be that it guy as far as, acting. But other than that, don't really care. As long as it's a good script, good movie, I'm good. I'm down for it. Now, they're saying it's supposed to be set to come out in July 10th, 2020. So let's see if they stick to that deadline. Wonder Woman's getting a great push. It's getting a really big push to be nominated for the Oscars. The Oscar nominations, it's been a real push. It's being pushed along with other Fox's other movie, War for the Planet of the Apes. They're trying to get them both in a picture of the year. And hey, Wonder Woman, y'all know my opinion. I loved it. I think it deserves every accolade that it gets. They're also trying to push for Andy to get a special recognition or a special achievement award because of his motion capture. And I think he deserves it because I don't know if he's gonna get one because there's a lot of people that don't know where the whole digital ends and then the actor's face begins. But if you see behind the scenes and he's doing emotion, all those little dots, he's doing whatever you see on Caesar's face. That's him. He even crawls or walks on his knuckles to do the ape. So I think he should have been nominated for Rise of the Planet of the Apes. So, but maybe it seems sort of like a cop out. But if he deserves an Oscar somehow. So if this is how he gets it, power to you, man. And like I said, Wonder Woman definitely should be nominated. Next, John Cena and Joshua Saucy is on the short list for Shazam, which I already said John Cena will be perfect. As opposed to the opposite, to fight against The Rock, which is Black Adam, John Cena is my perfect choice for that. Don't have that much on that, so I'm going to go to that. But they're saying that what I was saying that should happen, they're already in talks for it. So, see, I know what I was talking about. Simon Kinberg says that the X-Men Dark Phoenix saga, or the movie, will not have anything like space. Like, it's not going to be out there. It's not going to be like... It's going to be more grounded. Which, if you've seen the animated show, or if you've read the comics, it's very galactic, the whole Phoenix and the powers and all that stuff. So let's see. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be bad, but let's see how that works out. It could work out. So I'm not gonna put them down on that. Spider-Man: Homecoming writer Chris McKenna and Eric Summers, they're back for the sequel, which that's good because Homecoming was a great movie. Misty Knight has a bionic arm in Luke Cage this second season, which, hey. I didn't like if you've seen the end of the Defenders, you understand why. And in the comics, she has it, so I think it'll be good. Even though it might look a little off or whatever, mechanical arm, but hey, I think it's gonna be good. That chick is bang. And for the top 5 movies of the weekend is Hitman's Bodyguard. A third week makes $10.5 million for the 3-day weekend, $13.37 million for the 4-day weekend. Annabelle comes in second at $7.5 million for 3 days, $9.3 million for 4 days. Wind River comes in at $6.24 million for 3 days, $8 million for the 4 days. Leap, the animated movie, comes in at $4.9 million for the 3 days, $6.6 million for the weekend for the 4 days. And then Logan Lucky comes in at $4.5 million for the 3 days, $5.7 million for the weekend. That's it. Hope you guys enjoy. Like, subscribe. Remember, I'm Wes Grant. This is Suburban Nerd, and you've just been nerdified. See you guys tomorrow, and I hope you enjoyed the episode.